Will you look and make sure I'm in frame good? Real quick, up here.
You're not. You need to go over here. Your face is... Go down. You kept it.
So Ola is going to make some pelmenis today, and she needs some sausage for that. We are all out of our own pork sausage, but we do have 3 shoulder roasts from our first pork that we raised that we sent to the butcher shop. And that's just about a little over a year ago that we sent it in. So we have these 3 shoulder roasts left, and I'm going to grind that up today. I've got some back fat that we saved from the most recent pork, and I'm going to grind that in. We've got just about 10 pounds here, and I got just about 2 pounds of pork fat. So we're going to grind that in. We'll end up at about that 80% ratio, which is really nice for sausage. I'm going to keep about 2 pounds of it out for her for the pelmenis that she's going to season the way she wants it seasoned. The rest of it, I'm going to go ahead and mix up with an Italian style spicy sausage. So I'm going to add some crushed chili, some garlic, probably some fennel seed, a few things like that, and have a really nice sausage for our other meals out of the rest of it. And then we'll just bag that up today into, like, I've got these like 1 pound ground meat bags that we'll bag and band and then put them in the freezer. So that's what I'm up to, so that she can make pelmenis for dinner. Okay, I got all the roasts deboned, and I'm not gonna just throw those bones and pieces away. I'm gonna put them in a pot and slow cook them down with water and make a good pork broth out of them. This is perfect stuff for broth. The back fat was thawed as well, but I had it in the freezer for the last 10-15 minutes to keep it cool. So we'll grind that first and then put all the meat grindings through. I only sliced it down into chunks big enough to go through the throat. And I'm going to put it through a coarse grind. Then once everything's ground, I'll mix my seasonings. I'll set some aside for Ola. We'll mix our seasonings and stuff into that and hand mix it. And then I'll change to a medium blade, or medium plate, and I'll do a medium grind on it to get it incorporated for the sausage and incorporate the seasonings. And it really blends the meat to fat quality so that it has a more blended look, which makes it nicer for cooking. I didn't use any kind of recipe for any of this, and I didn't look for a recipe. I didn't bother. I just knew kind of the flavor profile I wanted to go with and threw enough seasonings in there till it looked about right. So now I'm just transferring this out of the big tub, and I'm going to press it down into another smaller bowl so it fits better. And I'm gonna let that sit in the fridge for 24 hours, covered and sealed off, and let those herbs rehydrate and the salt work on the sausage, on the meat a little bit to help cure it out a little bit, just slightly. So it has that nice sausage chewiness, I guess. And I need that fat to cool down. This is from our Mangalitsa pork, and that fat is very, very, very low melting point. So it gets real sticky real quick, but it's like butter. It's so nice. So I need that to cool down so that it's not quite as sticky when I move it into the packages.
I'm going to use this pork fat, though, the rest of it to cook these onions in.
Yeah.
I rolled out a thin sheet of dough, placed it on the pelmeni press, then I scooped a half a teaspoon of pork into each hole. Then I rolled out another thin sheet of dough, placed it on top, and used my rolling pin to press the dumplings through. Then I popped them out and put them on a sheet pan to flash freeze. I made more than 100 little pelmenis, and they're just little dumplings with meat inside of them. I used my pelmeni press, and I thought it was pretty good. It was easy to do. And these just go in the freezer to get like a little bit cold or frozen, so I could put them in like this. And now everybody can cook about 8 of these, and it's a full meal for them. Plenty of calories. So I'm going to make some more down the road because it wasn't really hard to make. So we're pretty excited. I usually sprinkle it with a little bit of dill, and then salt and pepper, and then just a dollop of sour cream. And that's kind of how I like to eat my pelmenis. These turned out really good. I made over probably 200, maybe more, and I'd like to make some more tomorrow. Good little food storage.